just find something that they like in here, because those are the two main things that I read. But I have mentioned some of these in previous videos, but I'm just gonna go through, tell you why I loved each book, and read the synopsis on the back, just to give you guys an idea of what each of the books are. And also, I'm sorry for the light reflecting in my glasses. I was hoping with this new light setup that wouldn't happen, but it is. I personally don't mind it in other people's videos, but in my own videos, I kinda hate it, so I hope you guys don't mind. I guess you guys can let me know, but okay. The first book I have is The Silent Patient. And there are two books in this recommendations that are popular on BookTok, and I'm not normally one to oh, sorry, that was really bothering me, to fall for really popular books. I tend to only read books that catch my eye, but this one caught my eye and just happened to be on TikTok. So, the book says Alicia Berenson. That's the first time I actually, said her last name out loud, so I'm sorry if that's wrong. When I read it in my head, I think I was saying Brenson, but it's Berenson. Lived a seemingly perfect life until one day 6 years ago, when she shot her husband in the head 5 times. Since then, she hasn't spoken a single word. It's time to find out why. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can, hear the wires in my headphones, so I hope that's not super annoying, but basically, when I started this book, I hated it, to be honest. I read maybe the first 100 pages, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, but I kept going, and I'm so happy I did. The ending is, some people said it was quite like a plot twist. I thought it was a little predictable, but that didn't make it bad. I saw a lot of reviews online saying that if the plot twist wasn't there, they wouldn't have enjoyed the book. I personally really loved it. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. I mentioned in my last video, I'm just getting over having the flu or a cold or something. So, I'm sorry about that. There might be a lot more breath noises in this one than normal. But yeah, so it follows Alicia Berenson's psychotherapist, and his accounts of Alicia's behavior and him trying to prove that Alicia did not murder her husband. For a murder mystery or thriller book, I don't think it's scary at all. Maybe I'm a little desensitized to that, but if you're not particularly into horror or thriller, I still think you would really like this book. It's really well written. It's written in kind of a spoken way. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's really easy to follow. Yeah, I tend to get bored of books that are written in ambiguous language, but this was really, really good, and I personally think it deserved the hype that it got. But on to the next one. Again, another TikTok famous book, and then we'll move on. So this one, and I did annotate this one. I annotate books sometimes. This one is called this is a book in a series, and I haven't read the other books. I don't think I will, to be completely honest. Not because I didn't absolutely love this book, I'll explain. But, this book, I've read the back before. I'll just read it again if you guys haven't seen that video. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't see. Alex Volkov is a devil blessed with the face of an angel and a cursed past. Alex Volkov is a devil blessed with the face of an angel and cursed with a past he can't escape. Driven by a tragedy that has haunted him for most of his life, his ruthless pursuits for success and vengeance leave little room for matters of the heart. Matters of the heart. But when he's forced to look after his best friend's sister, he starts to feel something in his chest. A crack, a melt, a fire that could end his world as he knew it. And that is like the first half. This is the second half. Ava Chen is a free spirit trapped by nightmares of a childhood she can't remember. But despite her broken past, she never stopped seeing the beauty in the world, including the heart beneath the icy exterior of a man she shouldn't want. Her brother's best friend, her neighbor, her savior, and her downfall. Theirs is a love that was never supposed to happen, but when it does, it unleashes secrets that could destroy them both and everything they hold dear. I personally put off reading this book for a very long time because, as I'm sure some of you may be thinking, it sounds super cheesy, and sometimes I like a super cheesy romance book, sometimes I don't, so I held off for a really long time, but I'm really happy I read it. I won't lie, it is very cheesy. It's also a little spicy, so maybe don't read it unless you're like 16 plus, 18 plus, but it follows, of course, Ava and Alex, and the only part that I didn't like about this book is that Ava's friend group is a little cheesy. There's one that's like a literal princess to some sort of European dynasty. One is like a internet personality, and then I think one's just like a normal person. I don't remember, but that's my only criticism, is that I understand, I think, why the author chose to do that in a way, but I think it did come off a little cheesy, but I think it's really well written, and sometimes you just need to read a super, like, not detailed, but a super well thought out, cheesy romance book. You know what I mean? Maybe some of you will, but I hope some of you will. Okay. Next, I'm not sure that everybody is going to love this book. It's called A Seat at the Table. And this is what the back says. The first thing is just a quote, because this book, it isn't really a book, it's like interviews, but I'll explain. Full of candid, intimate, spiky meditations on inspiration, artistry, sexuality, race, love, self-doubt, abuse, defiance, and everything in between. Raphael has carved a vital space for female artists to woman's bread, as it were, and speak freely. And that was from The Observer. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. But, and then it says, writer and critic Amy Raphael interviews 18 women who work in the music industry about learning to speak out. #MeToo movement, social media, queer politics, and the subtleness of everyday misogyny. Now, I'll elaborate more on this in the 1000 subscriber special, the Q&A thing, but I am a musical race, gender, sexuality, war, all that kind of stuff. So I originally read this book for school when I was doing my master's degree, and I could not put it down. I didn't end up even using it for school or research, and I annotated this one as well. Well, I annotated like half of it. These women who speak out about the subtleness of everyday misogyny and their experience as women in such a high-powered, male-dominated field is amazing, because they're not all artists. I believe some of them are music producers, songwriters, and all that kind of stuff, and behind the scenes of what we see of everyday pop stars, it might seem like a pretty even split between men and women. Very small amount of non-binary and trans artists, and it just goes to show that behind the scenes, not everything is so equal, I guess is the right way to put it. So that one was a little bit political, but if you are interested in music history or any of the topics that I listed on the back, it's definitely something you should read. And yeah, so the next three are books. So these three are books that I've read recently and really loved, and the next three, so six in total, are books that I find myself rereading at least once a year since they came out. So all three are, I believe, young adult books. Yeah, I believe they are. And even now, I find myself rereading them like every year. So I think despite your age, you still might enjoy these. So this one is a hardcover, and I don't have the sleeve for it, but it's upside down. You might be able to see it. It's called Eleanor and Park, and if any of you were around on Tumblr when this book was really popular, it was all over Tumblr. I don't even think I can read like a synopsis, because I don't think there is one. No, that would have been on the sleeve, but basically it is about a love story between Eleanor and Park, and it deals with young love and the idea that if you love someone, set them free. It doesn't have an ending that is particularly satisfying, but I think it fits the book and its message really well. I don't really know what else to say besides that. I haven't reread this book since last December, so I will be reading it soon. It has nothing to do with Christmas that I remember, but I always read it around Christmas time. You know what? Since I can't read the synopsis, I'll just read the first page. Okay. He stopped trying to bring her back. She only came back when she felt like it, in dreams and lies and broken down deja vu. Like he'd be driving to work and he'd see a girl with red hair standing on the corner, and he'd swear for half a joking moment that it was her. Then he'd see the girl's hair was more blonde than red, and that she was holding a cigarette and wearing a Sex Pistols t-shirt. Eleanor hated the Sex Pistols. Eleanor, standing behind him until he turned his head, lying next to him just before he woke up, making everyone seem sharper and flatter and never good enough. Eleanor ruined everything. Eleanor gone. He'd never stop trying to bring her back. Now, that does sound a little bit dramatic for like what the rest of the story is, but I think it gives a good sense of most of the story. Okay, now these next two are by my favorite artist, Jennifer Niven. Some of you may recognize her from All the Bright Places, which is the last book, and personally, my favorite book of all time. Well, maybe I shouldn't say all time, but my favorite fiction romance book of all time. But this one is Holding Up the Universe. Libby is a girl whose name everyone knows. romance. The thing that I love about Jennifer Niven is that even though she writes romance books, she, to my knowledge at least, doesn't put together the two stereotypical people. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's really late. I don't even know what I just said. But basically, Jack, like they said, is this like popular guy, friends with everybody, but no one really knows him. And Libby is kind of like the shy girl. Doesn't really go to school, gets bullied for her appearance, and I mean, as cheesy as it might sound that those two end up together, I think it's nice that it's not a couple that you'd expect because of romance book stereotypes, you know. The guy's always handsome and, you know, athletic, and the girl's always very beautiful and very quiet and all that kind of stuff. But I just got a notification on my phone said 10%. This book has been through it, as you can see, so it makes a lot of noises. Yeah, my phone's at 10%, so I gotta hurry this up. But the last book is All the Bright Places, again by Jennifer Niven, and this is the back. Theodore Finch is fascinated by death. Every day he thinks of ways he might die, but every day he also searches for and manages to find something to keep him here and alive and awake. Violet Markey lives for the future, counting the days until graduation when she can escape her small Indiana town and her aching grief in the wake of her sister's death. When Finch and Violet meet on the ledge of the bell tower at school, 6 stories above the ground, it's unclear who saves whom. Soon, it's only with Violet that Finch can be himself. And it's only with Finch that Violet forgets to count away the days and start living them. But as Violet's world grows, Finch's begins to shrink. And I think the best part about this book, besides how well written it is and how detailed the characters are, and just, I mean, how, you know, I love a good romance book, so of course I love this, but it doesn't give you the ending you want. Yeah, I think that's the right way to say it. It doesn't give you the ending that you want. It kind of strikes that stereotypical romance novel idea that love saves all, love always wins, because it doesn't in real life, and so it shouldn't in books. And again, I love Jennifer Niven for not doing what we expect from a romance book. Now, with All the Bright Places, if you have seen the Netflix movie for it and didn't like it, or you did like it, please read the book. I was so disappointed by that movie. They left out a lot of detail. Okay, sorry, I just had to cut something out. I don't know what that loud bang was. I think it was just the house settling, but as I was saying, well, actually I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, I actually don't remember what I was saying. Typical. But oh yeah, if you liked or did not like the Netflix series or movie, please read the book. They left out the most important parts of the character and the most important parts of the story, and I don't know, I just don't think it did the book justice. As a standalone movie, maybe it's great, but I feel like they didn't do enough explaining about what happened. And I won't give spoilers. If you've seen it, I think you know what I mean. But don't let the movie ruin wanting to read the book, because the book is a million times better than the movie, and I promise you. But anyways, sorry, this video is kind of a mess. I was out of breath the entire time, and yeah, the next video I upload will be my absolutely insane. Like, I've never seen 1,000 people in one room. That's a lie. I have at a concert. But like, how often can you like visualize 1,000 people? That is so insane, and I want to thank all of you for your support. And apologize again that this video isn't the best, but I did want to get something out for you guys. And I love reading, so I hope that if you love reading, you take a look at one of the books I suggested. And if you have read them, please let me know what your thoughts are. And if you disagree with me on anything, let me know too. I love hearing other people's opinions on my favorite books because, I don't know, I think it's so funny how everybody can have such a different opinion when it's like the same work. Anyways, yeah, so my next video will